I like to think my neighbors like me. Somewhat, at least. Today, we're finally doing the long tube install by Pypes Performance Exhaust on my 1968 Ford Mustang Fastback. We're gonna wake up the dead, and later on we got a new treat. Once when we connect all of the exhausts together with the Pypes Violator exhaust, which is arguably one of the best sounding exhausts ever. A lot of you guys asked me which exhaust systems I am running on my cars. I ran this on Sally, I ran this on Betty, I ran this on Miley, and I'm putting this on Beverly right now. Shout out to Pypes Performance Exhaust for sponsoring the channel here. If you guys want the best exhaust, I highly recommend them. Let's go ahead and do the first ever startup with the long tube headers by Pypes Performance Exhaust. She is alive, ladies and gents. We did it. People may wonder and ask, how's it like driving with long tube headers? Well, it's freaking annoying, it's loud, there's so much drone, and you cannot even hear yourself think. That's basically what it is. I need to get this exhaust put on ASAP, and that's what we're doing right now. Got some little pops there. We're here at Jesse's Muffler and Brakes to go ahead and finalize the install of the Pypes Performance Violator axle backs. And here we have the full system here. It's actually upside down here. These are the most rowdiest mufflers you could get from Pypes Performance. The most aggressive, the most mean, and the most menacing mufflers that we have here. The Violator. The Race Pros also, I heard, sound really, really good. Not as loud as the Violators, but if you do want that deep, nice sound, Race Pro is also good. Race Pro and Street Pro, I highly recommend as well. But today we're going with the Violator right here. And then to pair, we have the Pypes Performance H-Pipe. H-Pipes are probably the most common used for old school muscle cars. No X-Pipe here. H-Pipe is gonna keep that low, deep growl that all muscle cars are known for here. So we got the H-Pipe tagged along with all of the rest of the unit here. So we're gonna put the Violators right with the H-Pipe and the Pypes long tube headers, and we'll be good to go. Jesse's gonna take care of it. Gonna be back in about 3, 4, 5 hours. I'm gonna have them take their time, no rush, but we'll be back. Just got word that the Mustang is ready, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out now. Has it? Have you guys fired it up yet? No, dude. No? Oh. Nice. Gonna have to break it in though. I think, right, with the exhaust you have to warm it up a little bit. It's gonna change colors for sure, but this is beautiful. Nice work. Got the long tubes, got everything nice. Ooh-wee. All the way up there. Clean welds here. Nice fitment. And look at these exhaust tips too. Can't wait to go ahead and do it. I didn't have any exhaust like coming out of those tips, so it looked weird, it looked off, and so finally I got some going. It looks a lot better. Sweet. Still has that growl. Haha. Let's go. That sounds sick. I can finally hear myself think, and she sounds so good right now with the full exhaust finally put on. We're gonna go to a little spot so we can do a little walk around revs, pulls, and stuff like that. She just sounds so good. I don't know how well you could hear, but it sounds exceptionally well. These violators are probably one of the most aggressive axle backs or mufflers that you could have on the on your car. Beverly's exhaust put on, which I have been wanting to do for the longest time. Sorry for the delay. I had to do so much to get this exhaust on, but we finally did it. And now she sounds so good. Like just the rumble of the exhaust sounds way better than it was before. I don't know what we had stock exhaust. I tried to figure it out. I really tried to figure it out. I think it was like some off the shelf universal muffler that just was not good at all. But now we finally have Pypes Performance exhaust coming to the rescue to give the growl that she deserves to match her style. And now she sounds exactly how she looks like. So I love how those exhaust tips are finally filled out. Like honestly, it didn't look complete with it, and I love the 67, 68 fastbacks with the exhaust coming out, because normally it just dumps right to the ground. But with the exhaust tips, it's so good. And Jesse did an awesome job with the angled exhaust tips right there. They're a little bit puny, I'm not gonna lie. 2.5 is not the biggest. It's not big at all. But maybe, who knows, I may put a 3-inch. I may put that 3-inch exhaust tip right on top just to make it a little bit bigger, but honestly, I like the exhaust tips a lot. I like them a lot. All right, and here's the 289 all in its glory here. We also have the long tube headers, which if you guys did not check out that video, go ahead and check it out. But we have The Pypes long tube headers here connected with the full system, and Pypes Performance exhaust came to such a good install. Long tube headers, go ahead and check that out. You could go ahead and do it in your driveway, and then the full rest of the exhaust. So the long tube headers was honestly one of the easiest installs I've ever done on the car. Honestly, it took me about, like, by myself, it took me 2 hours to do, and then when I had my buddies, it was honestly 20 minutes. With these classic cars, it's honestly so much room. Like, you could fit a full football in there. It is crazy. You have a good maybe 10 inches on both sides, so lots of playing room. I always encourage to do work on your own because you save so much money when you do the work on your own, and honestly this was not bad at all. With the rest of the exhaust system, I really wanted to do it by myself. Unfortunately, we had to do the custom collector from the long tubes to the rest of the system. So one of these days I am going to get a welding machine so I could go ahead and do it myself. But to the shop, Jesse's shop, only $300. I highly recommend Jesse's muffler because honestly, I've checked everywhere. The lowest price that I got outside of Jesse was $400. And so if you guys are in San Diego, hit up Jesse's muffler. They're the plug. They're the new plug that they're going to be the ones I'm going to be going to for the next any exhaust that I possibly need. So I like to hook you guys up here in Southern California. Jesse's muffler is definitely the way to go. Those exhaust tips just complete the rear, and I am loving the exhaust tips. Comment down below, do you think I should stick with the 2.5 or should I bump it up to a 3-inch? Who knows, but those things are pretty badass. Shout out Pypes Performance. Shout out for you guys for supporting the build. Beverly is sounding nastier than ever. She sounds so good with this new exhaust system. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Exhaust is always one of my favorite mods to do here on the channel, and I want to know your guys' thoughts, comments, opinions. Make sure you subscribe down below. Give it a big thumbs up while you're at it. Turn on those little bell notifications because we got one badass builder here. She goes by the name of Beverly, and you're going to want to stay tuned because we got a whole lot of plans coming up very shortly. Thank you guys. I'm out. Deuces.